All right. We're out here ready to get the day started. First bid. There's a bunch of swallows behind me. There's a bald eagle flying around. Pretty nice. It's cold out. You know, it's a lot colder than I figured. So I'm in shorts. You know what? That's all right. It rained last night. We're going to see what's biting. Got my little thing reel is acting up. Anyway, got a rattle trap. Go cast it out a little bit. I got some red worms too that I've had forever, so they're probably dead, but you know what? We're chilling. We're gonna figure out what's to eat. It honestly may be too cold for bluegill or anything right now because it's been warm and then it dropped like 20 degrees. It's like 50 something degrees. It's a little windy, but it is what it is. A ton of ducks out this morning. Well, not a ton. There's normally a lot more. But there is a good bit. I'm not sure what they are. Cause like, they're either ducks or it's just lily pads or something sticking out. I don't know. Wish I had like a boat dock or something to go out on. Cause if I did, I'd probably be going for crappie. It is pretty late for like late in the year for crappie though. So I don't know. Normally, whenever I've caught crappie, which they can be out anytime obviously, but normally I go crappie fishing in the winter. I normally go crappie fishing around like November to February, maybe early March. This seems to be whenever they're biting the best for me. So it seemed like the rattle trap was only catching grass. So I switched over to this little thing. I love it. I don't know what it's called. It works though. I wish I would have thought about it raining last night because I wouldn't have wore shorts. Probably would have wore long johns just for the wind. But it's not that cold. It's just like it's like 50 degrees. But the wind is freezing. That bald eagle just landed way over there across the creek. And it's calling out right now. I think it wants to fish. I don't know. I may have to catch it a fish. Kind of weird how much one little storm can do. We definitely needed the rain, that's for sure. But it was like high 80s and 90s all week and all last week. And the day I want to come fishing, it's 50. And I think the high is supposed to be like 64. It's not getting much better. It is going to get better. It ain't that much better. Alright, so last one wasn't working. Swab lures again. This little swim bait. I love these things. I prefer the bigger ones. They're about like double the size, double the length, so they're like that almost. They're a lot thicker and they go a lot further, and the hook is bigger, obviously. The big ones work. These work kinda. I prefer the bigger ones though, because it seems like they do better, you know? Even the smaller fish love going after the big ones. We'll see. There's not much activity out right now, like fish-wise. I haven't seen a single fish jump. Normally they're jumping all around here. It's not today. I think the rain screwed it up a little bit. You know, I've never understood why people buy like 10 rods and just have a different lure or a different bait on like with 10 different rods at once. All you really need is one rod, maybe two. So I got two, but I got one for lighter, I got one for heavier. You know what I mean? But like, I think that Osprey just got him one. He's doing better than I am. Anyway, I don't get the point in having 10 different ones, because like, all you need is a good rod and reel that you can rely on, and swivels. And like, realistically, it's going to take you as much time to put your hook back on the rod and like get it ready to like not be used anymore and switch to another rod as it is to take it off the swivel, grab something else, put it on the swivel. I don't know. Another thing I don't fully understand is buying super expensive rods. People use cane poles and stuff in second and third world countries. They don't have to buy anything expensive. They just cut down a cane pole, put string to it, something to hook the fish, and then bait. And it works for them. They don't need these $300 rods or more to be able to catch anything. I don't get the point in buying, like having those 10 rods that I was talking about, and then paying like $200-300 or more dollars for each of them. I can go to Walmart, buy a kid's rod for like $5 and catch fish on it. Not just a little bluegill, but like a decent sized fish on it. You just gotta know what you're doing. Man, these ospreys keep taking my fish. They're a lot better than I am today. Alright, we swapped the strat. Instead of lures, we're going straight worm. Let's see how we do. It's been a minute since I've fished with worms. You know, I may need to put a sinker on here. I think I'm gonna have to buy new sinkers because like the ones I have, I don't know if they're even gonna help it sink down to the bottom. But yeah, after this, after the worm, I'm gonna pack up, head home, because it's freezing. It is 51 degrees out here and the wind's blowing, so it's even colder. So yeah, let's catch this fish. I don't like using bobbers as much anymore. It's like, they tell me too much or too like iffy, like the waves could be super choppy. It would screw with the bobber. The wind could be bad and it's screwing with the bobber. It could get hung on a rock or something and it push it down a little bit. without a bobber, it's not doing that, no matter what. So the sinkers did not help at all. Normally I would send it out there if I'm just using worm. It's not sending. Something took half my worm though. I don't know, I didn't feel anything, that's the only problem. There's no way I would see anything in the wind and the waves and stuff. There's absolutely no way. Alright, so packed up fishing, brought all my rods, put them all back in the car, tackle box back in the trunk, my worms are back in here. Yeah, it was super windy, and because of that, couldn't really see my line getting tight for the worm. Something took half of it. Couldn't see it getting tight, couldn't feel it at all. And I don't have good enough sinkers, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, if it wasn't windy, it'd feel great out here. But those trees are blowing up there, so. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please come back again, and I'll see you guys next time.